Well, in an important development, Vijay Shekhar, who's the founder of the Paytm app, one of the first and the biggest digital transaction apps, has resigned as a non-executive chairperson of the Paytm Payments Bank. This is as it faces RBI regulations. It's been under the scanner. In fact, just recently, he had met up with the finance minister as well as the finance secretary, and they were discussing the entire repercussions. As you know, the RBI regulations have been implemented on the Paytm Payments Bank, which means by 15 March, all kinds of transactions, whether it's the UPI transactions linked to the bank or the FASTag recharge linked to the bank, as well as consumers deposit, all of that has to be put on hold because of the RBI regulations. But the rider over here is that it has got nothing to do with the digital transactions of the Paytm app, which means you can still continue to use it as far as the UPI transactions are concerned and digital payments are concerned. This is a repeated reassurance which has come in from Paytm. In fact, Mr. Vijay Shekhar has been talking about this through the various social media platforms, that there is no danger to the consumers, there is no problem with the money that they have. They can keep on using Paytm app as a way of making their payment. Well, this entire concerns were raised because there was this whole debate and discussion and a possibility of how the RBI regulations were being sidetracked by the Paytm payment app. And because of this 15 March deadline was placed, it was expected, that's what finance secretary sources are telling us, ministry sources are also telling us, this was expected that the resignation will take place, and that's exactly what has happened. In fact, earlier in the day today, the finance minister led a meeting and a seminar of the fintech companies as well as the startups, and definitely this issue of UPI transactions and payment, Paytm bank type of transactions also came up. However, what we are being told by the sources is that the Paytm Payments Bank per se is not an issue which was raised during the meeting which was conducted by the finance minister, but a press release which has been released out by the finance ministry makes it very clear that all UPI transaction apps are definitely going to go through regular and periodic RBI regulation, and that scanner will be, and the entire idea behind this, that the consumer's money remains safe, that there is no danger of misuse of the apps, where the consumers are confident in using these apps, and whatever action is being mulled or taken and scrutiny which is being taken or is only regarding the Paytm payment bank. Another important point over here is that RBI has been in touch with 2 to 3 banks as a third party bank accessory to the Paytm payments app, so that when you start using the Paytm apps, it has to be linked to some banks as well. So this is where the third party banking transactions come in, and the RBI of course is not revealing the name. None of the banks are also, for that matter, but there are many other 2 to 3 banks in which with which the RBI has been in touch. So as of now, a very, very big development which has taken place, but of course the entire idea is not to create panic. This was, according to finance ministry, the most logical step to take place, the resignation of Vijay Shekhar.